Today is July 9th, and we have a special guest to go over some over-unders on the season. Joez McFly joins the program. Let's do it. Let's talk Yanks.
Talking Yanks with old JOMBOY and Jake.
And Joez.
Recaps galore and weekly awards. Stat lines, steaming hot takes. Your Yankees news with these two.
Oh.
It's time for Talkin'
Yanks.
All right.
Talking Yanks with old JOMBOY. JOMBOY and Jake and Joez. Yeah, I think what happened was the other soundboard got turned on. My computer got confused.
Okay.
We lost the intro song. We finished strong. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talkin' Yanks. My name is Jimmy. We got Jake over here. We got Joez McFly in the middle.
What
He's
up,
in
what up?
studio. And birthday boy, producer BBD, in the corner wearing his Gerrit Cole shirt.
BBD.
So, if you are not familiar, the Over-Under Show has become a staple. This will be the third year in a row we do it. Did we do it for this season?
Second this season.
So we're doing a revamped 60
Oh,
game
wow.
season. Yeah.
Yes.
I forget entirely what we said
Wow.
on the last one. So
It's
this will be
probably
interesting.
wrong. Whatever
Yeah.
it is, it's probably
Can't be
definitely
right.
wrong.
Joez McFly of
All the
Pinstripe
unders
Strong.
are right. All the unders are right.
Joez, you said the first time you came on it was episode 50,
Episode 50.
and now we're at episode 456.
Time flies.
4, 5, 6,
Crazy.
baby.
Crazy. Jake, how are you doing?
Doing fantastic. Glad we got Joez in the studio doing it live. We are 6 feet apart. If you're at home and it looks like we're 2 feet apart, that's technology, people. Don't let that shake you.
Yeah, cameras are always doing weird things.
Yeah,
And-
like adding extra pounds.
Yeah, my camera,
Corona pounds.
everyone's camera here, just a little water weight pound.
Yeah.
But I'm good, man. I'm glad to be doing it. I've gone perfect on the over-unders the past couple years.
Unofficially, that is true.
Unofficially, because we haven't checked. So I'm excited to do it.
Schrodinger's cat.
Excited to get some takes. JOMBOY's running hot on Andujar.
Oh, yeah?
He's hot.
I'm excited because he
He's
has
in.
his values back. He can play left field. You see him picking at first today?
Oh, he looks good, and I mean,
If he can be average at left field or first base, he's a plus player because his bat's amazing.
It's good.
anytime first pitch he sees from Gerrit Cole is over the fence.
No,
Bad
am
ball.
I
I
crazy?
know it doesn't count.
Do
but,
we
Bad ball.
test Clint out at third?
Here we go.
Imagine.
So.
Try him at shortstop.
Over
Those-
under.
Switch those two guys, and then they're both studs.
That's Joez. What's up?
I'm good. I mean, I seen a I don't know if you guys have ever done it, but I recommend it highly. But I've seen the chiropractor earlier today.
Ooh.
That's a really good experience. I recommend it to you.
Did they give you the big neck pull?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The crack, and then you start breathing a lot better. Start sitting up a lot. So I got a little bit more posture right
Okay.
now. So I recommend it. Even though somebody over here said that we were supposed to have a chiropractor come out to
Right.
the office. I mean, I'm just
Our
Jake-
guy.
throwing
Well,
it out
Corona
there.
happened.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
But Jake did go see him. Doc Booch.
Doc Booch. Shout out to Doc Booch. Saw him during the virus because
He was dying.
my back was in a bad place.
He was
Yo,
dying.
coronavirus was a bad time for me. I know that's a hot take to start, but my back hurt. I can't
We're still in
touch
it, which is
people
the
anymore.
thing.
Yeah.
I think people might get upset. It's
We
like we're
s-
still
we are
very
still.
in the thick of it.
But the city's done well, so shout out to the city. Do better, everyone else.
Very well.
And happy birthday, BBD.
It may be raining outside, but Jake is still wearing his sunglasses.
Yeah.
And this
never
episode of
know.
Talkin' Yanks is brought to you by Austin Nichols, Ben Gardy, Matt Rongo, Leonardo Reale, Patrick Moriarty, William General William, Samantha Lee, Derek Travis, Darek, not Derek, Derek Travis, and George Liness, and last but not least, Kimberly Love.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
I like that name.
Kim Love.
Kimberly's a classic our age. We grew up, like, Kimberly was like an attractive girl name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was the Pink Ranger. Was her name Kimberly? Is
Yeah.
that why I think
Yeah.
that? Okay, that's why I think that.
Kimberly
then.
Love.
Confirmed,
Yeah.
like one of my first crushes. So
Yeah.
And then Love, great name. So Kimberly
K Love.
Pink Ranger did softcore porn. So
Yes.
that's something. Do you know about that, Joe?
I know now.
Bring it up on the screen.
Yeah, can we just get that in here? Audio only version's the best.
Ooh.
All right, so we're doing over-unders. We have voicemails. We have Twitter responses and stuff like that. BBD, I think you're in charge here. Like, we don't know a single
I love that.
over-under being
Nothing.
thrown our way, so it'll be instant reactions. Maybe I'll do some research. Maybe not.
I mean, you're the savant on that website.
Yeah,
You
I'll
know everything, how to navigate. I barely got my phone here.
We'll try.
I put the phone down.
Yeah.
Joe saw I was rolling.
What were you doing over there?
Just sending messages, bro.
Tweeting?
People got to hear.
Oh, okay. All right. People got to hear.
People got to hear.
Do you want to start us off, BBD?
I've read
Do you have the voicemails I sent you?
Oh.
Ah.
I can get him in 2 seconds while Jake tells this hilarious story.
And maybe check on that board connection that cut out during the song. Hilarious story. Okay, so one time. No, I won't do that. Joe's. Let's talk about the Yankee season a little bit.
Okay.
Let's Yes Network this. Guys are watching batting practice and don't know what they're doing.
I'm going to test out the board right now.
BBD's stuck in the room. That was a good day.
It is high, it is far, it is gone.
That's going to be interesting to hear with no
Tulowitzki.
crowd.
The man of Troy, homers to right.
All right, it works.
It works.
I tested it with the Troy Tulowitzki home run call.
Yeah, thank God.
Was that the only one he had?
I think he hit a homer, a double, cried, and then quit baseball.
Done.
Oh, he almost hit for the cycle. He quit.
Called it.
Quit at the hardest part of the cycle.
All right, since we said Andujar, I'll start with his first voicemail. That is Andujar.
Done.
It's Andujar himself?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
My over-under proposal for Joez McFly is, will Miguel Andujar get over or under 10 home runs this season? Thanks, guys.
10 home runs.
Interesting.
Very interesting because how often is he going to play? I think he'll play like 40 games somehow, maybe 35, barring injury.
More playing time than Clint, I believe. Personally.
It's hard for me to figure out how Clint's getting playing time, especially now that he's injured to start the season. So, if anyone didn't know that, Clint has a foot thing going on, which is why he didn't run the bases.
He's
why he
had
didn't,
for months.
and he's had it for a month. He's been dealing, so like, but
That's
it's okay. But they're babying him.
Yeah, they're doing kitty gloves.
Yeah.
He was running today, hitting today.
10 home runs, Andujar. So like, if he plays 35 games, 40 games, it's a good line. So kudos to the caller.
I'm
Yeah.
under. I hate to start out negative town, but he's got to play that many games, and he's got to play them well. And he's got to hit homers, which when Andujar's right, like there's homers, but it's double city. So
Unless it's a juice ball again.
unfortunately for me,
Which I think it still is.
there's just too many elements in play. Like he's got to play, which, should happen, but we don't know how. And, then you could start playing if he's at first base, he's got that on the mind. And he's a doubles dude. So I, unfortunately, will hit the under.
I'm smashing the over on that. And first of all, make sure you roll your R's when you say Andujar.
Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
Yeah. Andujar.
That's got to be a funny segment, just asking Texas Rangers and Houston Astros fans to pronounce the Dominican names. Andujar.
Rognit Oder.
Older.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm smashing the over just because, one, like you said, 40 games. I think he'll get into just about 40 games. And his bat has the ability of just getting, for me, I think it's more fun for me to hit over. And I think it's going to, he's going to get off to a quick get off basically to like a quick, what the hell am I saying?
Start?
Yeah, like quick start. What the hell's the matter with me? A quick start. I'm like, what
That's a
the hell?
tough one to lose.
Yeah, a quick start. So that's what I think. I think Andujar is getting off to a nice quick start, and the guy's never seen a fastball he didn't feel he can hit or he can't hit. So I'm taking over on Andujar. Plus, it's Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. He porched it the other day.
Let's go.
So in his first 60 games in 2018, which is really a rough, it's his rookie year.
Yeah.
But just for fun, if people want the information, he hit 9 home runs in his first 60 games. In his best 60-game stretch, home run wise, he hit 13.
And that's playing 60 games.
Playing 50, starting 56 games. In that stretch.
Starting.
Okay.
So I have to go the under as well.
Yeah.
But that's not to say I don't think he can have a very productive, good year for us. I think that's a really good line. I would put it. I think I'd put it at.
I think 8.5.
I was going to say 8.5.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was going to say 8.5.
Joe's was going to say it too.
I'm choosing. I'm choosing over anyway. But
Joe's and I saw Andujar's first home run together.
yeah.
Yeah. I have a take around what Joe's was saying.
About the hot.
He's got something to prove,
hot
man.
stove.
He's got something to prove.
He's got something to prove. Like that.
Urshela.
You see, he got a little bigger.
I like the dudes who swing. We've got a lot of patient guys on the Yankees. Hicksy, Voit. Early in this season, guys aren't going to be as warm as they normally are. Like what you were saying, Andujar's swinging.
Bat to ball.
Same game plan.
Yeah, right away.
And I think if you're taking pitches like that, you could find yourself in a slump early. And with how many guys there are on the Yankees, Andujar's looking at first base.
He's not going to be, what's the saying? You don't walk off the island.
Yeah.
He's not walking off the
island.
bench. He's going to try and get a spot in the lineup. He's going to be swinging.
Yep.
And if you have a lot of pitchers in the first couple weeks, just trying to get those fastballs over because they're early, who knows?
Give them.
Pitchers are ahead of hitters right now.
Dude, they're so ahead. These
It's
interscribed
not even
games,
funny.
the hitters look.
It's a joke. The Yankees are pitching like a double no-hitter against each other for a little while. They were talking about, and I'm like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, that was Curry.
I think you guys are underestimating what Tyler Lyons might do this year.
Dude.
Wow.
Curry.
Heller season.
Give him Heller.
Heller pie.
There was a pitch by Chad Green that he just blew by Glaber. And it was like, Glaber was like, it just looked like Glaber hadn't played in 4 months and Chad was peak form. Which kind of
mid-season
what
form.
it was.
Yeah.
And I described it well. Chad looked great. All the pitchers looked great.
Oh, Happ's ready to take this. I mean, am I the only one?
I hope we've got a
Yeah, we better have a Happ one.
All right, let's see. Next over under
BBD,
voicemail.
if we don't have a Happ one, make up your own Happ one.
Or in the
for
chat.
later.
In the chat, we need some over unders. Here we go. You gone?
Thought about it.
Hello, this is Greg, fan of the pod. My question is over under 100 strikeouts for Gerrit Cole. He had 326 last year and 33 starts. I guess technically he could get 12 starts this year. Probably won't be too stretched out to begin with, but we'll see. So over under 100 strikeouts, Gerrit Cole.
Okay, I like this one as well. I'm gonna go do some research for the whole crew.
Some really good voicemails.
Like, say he makes 10 starts, which I think he's gonna make 12.
Yeah, 12 or 13. They might dance with some of those off days.
Yeah.
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 If you can get 13 out of him, that'd be awesome. Let's see.
What
Gerrit
percentage
ready
of the
to
games
go,
is
man.
that?
I just love his attitude. The guy is just ready to go.
How many did he just strike out in those 5 innings? 6?
He's awesome,
6.
man.
His voice is so funny.
His speaking.
It is, right? Like, I don't picture it.
The
Yeah, I
way
don't
he
know.
talks cracks me up. Like he talks super confidently, but there's like a hint of like a nervous kid in there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's kind of yelling a little bit. Like I know the answer. I mean, I don't want to go first every time, but I'm easily taking the over.
326 strikeouts in 33 games. I'm doing math. I'm using a calculator. That's an average of 9.8 per game. Times that by, let's go 12. That's 118 strikeouts. So we're cutting it close. But these early games, if he's looking how he's looking and hitters are behind,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm
he
thinking.
may be averaging 10 a start. Look at us, biased Yankee fans.
Yeah.
super,
Just-
super biased.
Just biased, giddy Yankee fans. But I'm taking the over as well. If he can feast on these hitters that aren't ready yet,
It's the number of starts, and you'd be guessing that, like, for us to say no, we'd be guessing that he has under 10 starts, and I don't want to live in that world ever.
yeah. So
Yeah,
if we
that's
give him
a bad situation.
If we give
right
him
there.
9.5 strikeouts per game, which is below his average
Right.
last year, and you give him 10 starts, you're under 100. So gotta live in the world where he gets at least 11.
I think well, plus there's going to be, he's changing leagues as well. So people are probably not as familiar seeing him all the time.
Different look.
Right?
Different look.
And you're going to have a lot of people that are just trying to swing.
Right. So, Andujar's.
Yeah. Andujars.
Andujar.
Should we be writing these down?
Andy Har.
Oh, shit. I think we should.
BBD.
Are you taking notes?
He's probably on top of it.
Yeah? Okay.
Loosely.
About to.
All right. All right.
Had it the whole time.
This one seems crazy.
Hey, what's up, guys? My over-under proposal for Joez McFly is, will Giancarlo Stanton get over or under 20 home runs this season? Thanks, guys.
This is reminiscent of 2018 when everyone was like, will Judge and G break 100 home runs? And it was like, don't even ask for that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're if this was a good over-under, I think you'd set it at 15.5. 20 home runs might lead the entire league.
Yes.
Like, that is going to be the best home run performance. It's going to be somewhere between 20 and 25.
And I heard Trevor Plouffe is like super, like he doesn't think that it's going to happen, right? Like, he was just like, when I was listening to Talking Baseball, plug.
Ad.
There's he's like, I don't know, I don't think so. You guys are thinking more over. But
I think someone will do it.
We'll do it.
To like bet on an individual person's over under. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I think it's a gamble just to say one guy will do it. So then to choose the individual guy, the odds are incredibly low. So I'm going under on this one as well.
Yeah, I'm taking the under just because rest, his injury history. They're probably going to give him some time. Going to split some time in DH for some people. Get Andujar in left field a little bit. So I'm choosing under on that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be lucky if he plays 50 games. Like, that's completely healthy. Yankees doing their rest days and shit. And so, I mean, 20 and 50, you got to get hot, which you can. But the safe money would unfortunately be on the under there.
Yep. All right. Another guy. All right, I'm going to let you guys guess. This is another voicemail. I'm just reading the title so I know. Where the over-under is 10 home runs. Who do you guess they're talking about?
10 home runs.
Voit.
No?
Yankees.
But very close.
Very close.
I'd go Hicks or Gary.
No. See.
Urshela?
It's an
Hey, what's
easy
up,
under.
guys? My over-under proposal for Joez McFly is, will Mike Ford get over or under 10 home runs this season? Thanks, guys.
Mike Ford over under 10 games started. What are you taking? Honestly.
Yeah. I mean,
Honestly.
I think he's about 10 games started, maybe a little less, under. Voit would have to have something really bad going for him. They're trying out Andujar at first.
This caller didn't do the math. Like, we're not a math pod, so I appreciate him not actually crunching the numbers.
Yeah.
But Mike Ford, 10 home runs. Where's he getting those starts?
Something would have happened, like really bad.
I don't even think he's the backup first baseman. I think if Voit goes down, DJ slides over and you throw, Wade or Andujar somewhere around.
It just
the infield.
becomes the Yankee circle of
Yeah.
throwing dudes in there.
Rotating, and Mike Ford's still a lefty guy off the
Clint
bench.
Frazier, third base.
It's Clint at third. Gary
Do we have? I don't even have Ford on the roster after
Gary-
the first 2 weeks.
Gary Sheffield
There will be
at
injuries.
third.
So. Because it's going to be a 4-man bench. It's going to be Wade, Gardy.
Ford's been on the bench.
Yeah.
Ford's been on the bench for the 4-man.
You think so?
Yeah.
I have him over Clint.
Yes.
But you got to kind of have
So
a
it's-
lefty
it's-
in
You had
there?
Roselle around, and he'd have to get on the 40-man.
Yeah,
Which there's a
Duffy.
chance. No.
They had
Look
Duffy-
at Ford's numbers last year.
I know they're good, but
And he's a lefty.
but
lefty.
he's a lefty bat that can only play one position. They had Duffy at shortstop. If Duffy beats Wade out for the backup shortstop, something.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad
That's not
look.
happening.
I don't think it's happening either.
That's not. Everyone's way too excited about Matt Duffy because
Really
Gio
excited.
Urshela.
I'm not excited about it.
Duffy's a body to have on the 60-man.
Yeah.
And I think Roselle Herrera is too now that our outfield is healthy. But, man, I'll say this. It's what I was saying about our guy Voiter before. He's slimmed down, which I personally kind of don't love. I like myself a meat sack Luke Voit.
He looks
Yeah.
so different with
He
the
looks
hair.
narrow.
Potatoes.
No, with the hair too. He looks just so different. And
And-
he's gotten into cupping. Did you see that? Little
And,
Michael Phelps cupping action.
I didn't see
Did
that.
not see that.
All over his body.
Giancarlo's hair is
Shows there.
interesting, too. Giancarlo.
Look
Oh, I
at.
love-
Have you seen Nick Wright's hair? Show him Nick Wright's hair. It's a comedy show. Here's what I'll say. Luke Voit might have a shorter leash than we think this year. If he starts off slow, Andujar's around.
Yeah.
Look at Ford's numbers. He had a 900-plus OPS last year.
That's a little insane when you think about it.
In like a nice little sample. I mean, it's obviously not a full season, but this, the Aaron Boone this season's a sprint. I mean, Mike Ford's not touching 10 home runs, but, if Voiter gets off to a slow start, I think they give Ford a look.
This is how Nick Wright is supposed to look, and I love Nick Wright. He's very, very kind
and,
to me.
that's just his look.
He looks great.
He's tight,
And, that face needs that hair. This is what he's trying to do right now.
Oh.
Mahomes?
Hold on.
Mahomes.
Everybody's trying to do Mahomes right now.
Yeah.
This is what he's trying to do right now.
That's not.
Yeah,
And it's just like, that face can't help that hair.
No,
it's two different people.
Yeah.
This is what we did this in the main office for a while.
That's not.
Adrian Brody, Zach Braff. Love you, Nick Wright. Very kind to me. He probably doesn't remember that I was on a show over him at all.
I think he was. He was a nice guy.
He was very nice. So easy under on 10 home runs for Mike Ford, right?
Under 10 home runs.
Yeah.
If there was a good number.
Over under 12 games started.
I'd take the under.
Yeah. Would you take over under 10 games started? Would you take the under? I think I'd take the under on that too.
I'd be interested. I wouldn't bet it. I could see it happening between off days, a couple injuries, and
but 12 under.
And it would be end of the season BS. It would be the Yankees clinched, Ford, you're gonna get 2 games.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. I don't really see. I don't see 10 games for him started unless something bad happened, which I'm not.
I think they're gonna, dude. He pinch hit.
Knock on
Bring
wood.
up his pinch hitting numbers. He pinch hit really well. I think the Yankees.
He has a good approach.
I think the Yankees would use him late, especially with the extra dude on the bench. Tyler Wade can play anywhere.
That's why I'm saying game started, not games.
So exactly. So they could actually try him out. Pinch hit for Urshela late. Pinch hit for. It'd be tough to pinch hit for Voit. He get mad.
You know what? Oh, I got a question. Mad. Who do you think? I know you said something about people with patience. That they'll have they have a short leash on Voit.
Sure.
Who are the players that you think that the team will have the most patience with? Glaber, Judge.
Judge, Stanton, Glaber, Gary, DJ.
Everybody else is Hicks.
Hicks
gets leashed too, man. We forget how much they love Hicks.
Yeah, they love Hicks.
They love Hicks's defense in center field. When he's getting on base at 350, that's a bonus. And I think, dude, the other guy, this could look bad if he gets off to a bad start, but Urshela, dude.
Yeah.
Jack Curry was talking about it on the Yes broadcast, but they showed him bunting on the side, and we were playing the game the other day in extra innings, who's bunting, and I think that was well, Gio Urshela got the order. He's bunting. And they, but, okay, I'll double cross myself. When we talked to Brian Hoke, he said, when they have the strikeout guys out there, when they have Cole and Paxton, that might be your turn to play Andujar at third.
They separate Mike Ford's numbers as there's one column that's as pinch hitter, and then there's another column that's as a pinch hitter for the DH, which I don't find necessary.
That's weird.
Do I need to combine the two columns, or does
your call?
Does pinch hitter totally overlap it? Either way,
yeah.
It's
pinch hitter.
It's 6 for 14, 6 for 12. He's 500.
And weren't there 5 home runs or something?
3 pinch hit. Well, 2 or 3. I don't know. They're counting it weird.
I think it's 3.
I thought it was 2, but whatever. So he's good. But
500 is okay.
Urshela will have leash if everyone else is hitting and they're winning, because his defense can cover him if the rest of the team is covering his offense. Now, if the team's struggling and Urshela's struggling, then he doesn't have leash.
Yeah.
But they like that defense over there. All right.
Actually, how about the opposite question? Who has the shortest leash? Is it Voit?
Yeah.
Voit, yeah.
That's kind of crazy, man. He's been so good for us when he's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Voit, yeah.
I think it's more about everyone else than him.
I know, but that's short season, man.
Or, if you want to go on the pitching side, then Happ
Hey.
has the shortest sleeves, to be honest. Even though he's going to win the Cy Young this year,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Gumby too. Clark,
Gumby.
Clark Schmidt breathing
Yeah.
down their neck.
The Dragon. Right away.
Clark Schmidt, the Dragon.
He's good.
I like that.
Yeah. Snapping.
That's done.
Next up.
2 dragons.
Jimmy, Jake, BPD, hey guys. It's Ben from Long Island, first time, long time. So I wanted to ask you guys about Tyler Wade. I know we all think of him as our utility player and speedy pinch runner, and while I'm sure he'll get a start here and there, I think he'll mainly be coming off the bench in late inning situations. So I took a look at his stats from last year, and he was 7 of 8 in stolen base attempts in 43 games played. I have a feeling like he'll be getting in at least 30 games this year, mainly as a pinch runner or a defensive replacement. But I also think with less games, you know, the team's going to be more aggressive in late inning situations and avoid going to extras with the new rule. So my question for you guys, will Tyler Wade have over or under 6.5 stolen bases? Personally, I think he'll hit the over, mainly because I think the team's going to be more aggressive overall, but let me know what you guys think. Go Yanks.
Now I applaud. I don't have his name. Whoever called that, but you know, the Ford. Everything's been a little high. Everything's been 20 home runs for.
Yeah.
This he came in lower than I thought.
Oh, really?
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5. So he had 7 stolen bases in 28 games started last year. 7 stolen bases in 43 games played, 28 games started. I have 0 caught stealings. He said he was 7 for 8. Baseball Reference doesn't.
Yeah, I thought he was clean last year.
Yeah, Baseball Reference.
Maybe lifetime, something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Let me pull it up.
Lifetime? Jeez.
Not lifetime, but lifetime as a big leaguer.
He's quick.
Okay. He's quick.
Quick.
Yeah, he's
Good-looking guy.
9. He's 9 stolen bases, 1 caught stealing. His caught stealing came in 2017.
Okay.
Damn, 2017.
109
Years ago.
games.
We're still wondering, right?
Years ago.
All right, wait. This is the year, man. This is the
I
year.
have the
This is the year, bro.
I have the
Come
over
on.
on this. Do they do like base running stats, like chances, like how many times did he steal while he was on first?
Oh.
There's
Like, do
probably
they-
a way to break that down.
I think the stat I heard from Jack Curry, and this is again from watching the scrimmages, was that he was 2 for 2 on stealing third last year.
And I
So
think
whatever that translates to.
he stole. He was 2 for 2 at stealing third. That was cool.
Bang.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm remembering. I have the over, man. I think if he's on base, he's going to steal.
Okay.
I feel we're gonna see Wade a lot. Like that's why when you guys said Duffy and I don't see. I think Wade specifically is on that team for a particular reason, to steal or for extra innings where you could put him on second and he's probably scoring on a bunt. But like those kind of situations, I think you're gonna see him. You're gonna see him a lot. You're gonna see him stretch his legs out a bit. So definitely over.
Are there any? Who are the good defensive catchers in the East?
There's not that many. Period.
It's not.
but
It's pretty barren, right?
Sox got to have Vasquez still back there.
Yeah,
He's good.
yeah. But other than that,
Jays have a kid. I forget if he's good or not. McGuire, right? Something like that. Someone with rec specs.
yeah.
Interesting. Orioles just put a body back there.
They just put.
Orioles got this pretty good minor leaguer, but he's not.
Rays
he's
are
not up
doing
yet.
I
something.
think the Orioles have volunteer catchers.
We're on the list. I'm going to take the under, man. I just don't think the Yankees run that much. I think in extra innings, if he's out there to run, like, I think it's either going to be, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's either Gardy, Talkman, Gio. It's going to be someone who's going to bunt. So you're just going to bunt and not risk the steal.
Right.
If it's Judge, Stanton, or one of the big guys, you don't want to take the bat out of their hands with the stolen base. So I just don't think they're running that much. And, man, I love Tyler. Everybody knows that. How's he going to get, like,
He's gonna get
starts?
emotional.
I don't think he gets starts.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
he's not,
But if you're putting him out there to pinch run, he's stealing.
like I think
Yeah.
I think the better question might be, like, more games played or more at-bats?
Dude, Pedro Severino only threw out 24% of runners for the Orioles last year.
Good.
That's bad.
Yikes. I think he has a green light. That's what I think. I think Boone would give him the green light.
Ooh, know what it could be? A little spin zone for you guys when he does play.
Okay.
Like, he might have a couple 3 stolen base days.
I have him as like a pinch running and stealing too.
Like, Wader gets a couple Orioles starts.
Okay.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Severino.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Stealing first type thing.
No, what? Give me the over. I flipped. Tyler's my guy.
He convinced himself.
He's going to find a way.
If he's feeling the same way he was feeling when we were hanging out with him in Tampa.
Confident.
Oh, confident. Off the record, he said things like, It was off the record, so I couldn't say it, but that was the vibe.
I think we said it in the interview. Yeah, because we were talking about him working with Glaber, and he's like, yeah, man, like, I'm pushing Glaber. Like, I want that job. And it's, it's really tough because Glaber's incredible.
Yeah.
But, hey, you
It's
respect
like saying
it. That's how you have to
it's
think.
a little bit like me, like
You're
being
coming
like,
for K's
coming
job.
for K's job. It's a little bit like, it's like, wow.
Hey,
It's like, all right, man, you know what? Set your sights high.
Tyler, go nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Hit 330, 7 yackers, 30
No,
swipes.
I don't need the yackers.
Oh, he does. And
You know he
he
does.
You know he does.
But I have the over there.
He sees that porch.
I like it. My buddy
He had a
Max.
bomb last year. That
What's
was like
happening,
up and down.
JOMBOY Jake, Joe's, BPD, Max Menace calling in. So here's my over-under. It is a bit weird because it is a date, not a number. But given the shortened season this year and given that the trade deadline is about a month into the season, I'm wondering, let's put the over-under at July 8.5. If you guys want to adjust that, go ahead. When do you think is fair and reasonable for fans and maybe even teams to start discussing trade deadline stuff? I know Jimmy specifically tends to hold off on that stuff and doesn't like when people are discussing it in like May in a regular season, which I totally get. But how do you think it's going to go this year with the shortened season? Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Max, and
Well,
thank you.
Mateo got traded already.
Yeah.
Mateo's gone.
I appreciate Max knowing that I
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
like talking about this early, but
Yes.
everything I don't like about a 162 game season, I'm so into with this. I don't know if it's because I'm deprived. Like when the schedule came
Yeah.
out, I was all over it.
Yeah.
I would never do that. in
Never.
160
Well, you can't.
games.
You
It's
can't.
not
It's
even
just too much.
And standings. I always say don't talk to me about standings
Yeah.
until the All-Star break. Like I honestly don't look at them. People tweet all the time, like, and I'm like, how are you really looking at them? And it's not an act. I really just ignore them until the All-Star break. I'm all in every day. It's
Yeah.
scoreboard watch.
Yeah.
It's trade watch. It's everything this year.
That's why when people tell me this season, the season doesn't matter, blah, 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 I'm like, bro, it's just a different kind of grind. That's what I think. I think baseball players are just, I don't know if baseball players are used to every single game meaning everything.
Yeah.
Like, we talked
Pitchers
about,
are because it's one every 5
right.
games.
I know we talked about before and we joked, 162 one-game seasons like with the fan base, but it's literally like 60 games and every game is, you go on a 2-game losing streak and it's over. It's like, oh my God, what's going on? It's I'm looking forward to it, but it's different. It is a different kind of.
It's brutal, man. I mean, even, playing high school baseball, the feeling of being in a slump or being hot. And, like, multiply that by being a professional baseball player and knowing that you only have 60 games this year and the Yankees fan base ready for you. It's going to be a mind fuck. Like, there's no other way to put it.
My high school team has had 15 games.
Maybe
And
that was the mind fuck.
Yeah, I had
Maybe we were great.
You had 2 bad games and you're on the bench and it's like, yo, bro, how am I supposed to get out of this, man?
That's how guys are going to be feeling this year.
Seriously.
I'm so excited to be just wrung out, just put through the ringer every game. I mean, it's going to be as exciting as it is frustrating.
Yes.
Have you put yourself in? This is weird. It's a weird question. Have you put yourself in the mind space of the game starting and the first pitch is thrown? Because I did that the other day. I just closed my eyes and thought about what's it going to feel like when we finally get there, and it was nerve-wracking. Like as soon as it's under
playoff type.
Like it was playoff type feeling,
Yeah.
like the first game of the ALDS where you're like, oh, and then your stomach just drops and you're like, oh shit, we're in it now. Like no controlling my emotions now. I am a victim to these
To
circumstances.
these guys, yep.
I've talked myself out of that a little bit with the ease of the Yankees schedule at the end of the year, or what could be an easy end of year schedule, depending the Blue Jays or the Red Sox. Just because, like, if you hit that point in the season, like, we have to try to live in a reality. The Yankees were so good last year.
Yeah.
Their worst 60-game stretch, they were 37-23. Their worst. Their worst. So, like, there is a real-life world where the Yankees hit that end-of-the-season schedule, and they're around 500. Like, that's just potentially the world we can be in. So I've tried to mentally temper my expectations, but, yeah, man. And then the other place I jumped to was the opposite of that, was, like, you know, the first game that someone just goes up, like, 10-0 on us, and it's just going to be like, all right, you know what? I'm out. I'm off. And that's okay for today because we'll be back.
It depends what happened that week, man. I don't know.
It's gonna be nuts.
I don't know. I put myself in that mindset too, where sometimes I'll like sit there and I'm like, okay, we're starting, and the first pitch is a ball, and I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna lose.
Happ is off today.
Happ's off today.
Come on, Happer.
Are you ready?
Pepper the zone, kid.
Whippy.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the season. I'm ready for the anxiety.
If Happ wins his first game, let's have a Get Whippy shirt out.
Yeah, I think we should have that anyways.
Okay.
Can we do one of those things where, like, the letters look like Whippy, but it also says Happ?
Like
we got to be able to say that.
Like Cool Whip?
Like Whippy is WHIPPY in
Okay.
theory, and Happ is HAPPP. There's got to be a way to do that.
No one steal this.
Okay, you can't steal it.
Can you blur all this out of the live version?
Blur it.
Yeah, this is
Sorry,
live.
everyone. Back on the trade
It's
deadline.
so cool when Jake has great ideas.
The trade thing, man, I'm actually
trade deadline,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be lost in it this year, like you were kind of saying. But, dude, I just have this, like, once-a-day daydream when I go through the Yankees' depth, and I'm like,
Who are you trading? What are you trading for?
dude, I'm just, you know, we're getting excited about Andujar, and let's say he's an average left fielder. Where does that put him on our depth chart? Like, he's currently still behind Gardy. I've still got him behind Talkman.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm wondering when there's going to be a team that comes to the table with a Lindor or with someone else, and they say, you know what?
Ooh, Lindor.
Give us Clark, give us another Abreu, another random pitcher, and give us Talkman and Andujar, or give us Voit. Like, the Yankees, those are kind of expendable pieces in a way.
What if someone calls asking for Clint?
That's what I'm saying.
Showcase Clint
Sure.
for a week.
Hey,
finally
man.
get someone that wants him, and then make that trade. They would tried all last trade season.
There's teams they could ask for Clint, Andujar, Voit, and you could have 3 starters in your lineup the next day, depending what you're giving us back. And the Yankees.
I don't want Andujar or Voit gone.
I mean, I'm
In the
team
same trade?
I'm
I mean,
team
depending on what you
Andujar.
get back, right?
I'm team Andujar. I like him, but if the right dude is coming back, I
Who's
think
the right
I think
dude? Like, who's available?
Lindor.
But he's a year and a half, right?
You'd have to give him a better
so.
prospect for that.
I mean, there's more pieces, but I think
Yeah.
if Francisco Lindor were to end up on the Yankees and
Glaber goes
Andujar's
to
gone,
second, DJ goes to first.
sure, do whatever
Yeah.
the fuck you want.
Yeah, at that point, switch hitting shortstop.
I mean, if that happens, you're probably if you want a Lindor trade, you're probably going like Clark Schmidt or King.
You're giving up pieces.
Plus,
You're giving
plus
up.
like Andujar.
And, like, they're asking for, like, someone like Talkman, too. But at the same time, like, the Yankees
Probably Heller.
can do that.
Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah.
guys they got for nothing.
So, we'll see. That's my once-a-day daydream. I'm like, is Cashman ever going to...
Prepare to get
the button.
trade proposals from day one.
Yeah.
Prepare for those
We're already
first
there.
4 games against the Phillies.
We're already there.
The Girardi takes. Have you
Ooh,
prepared yourself
okay.
for that? Say
Boone's getting outmanaged.
Yeah.
They're not managed.
Boone's just not good in a do-or-die season. If there was ever a time where you needed Girardi's, you know, every game, whatever.
Should have kept Didi.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I hope Didi goes fucking nuts this year.
Same.
Yeah.
Just not against us. He can have one porch job.
Same thing.
Fair?
I feel the same thing about Betances.
I'd
too.
like one porch job from Didi.
Or
Just
how about
for
just a
old time's
bomb?
sake.
Just a bomb.
when we're up 10.
Yeah, just a double deck bomb. He'll get a curtain call because Didi got the most curtain calls. Games to curtain calls for all Yankees.
No fans.
A virtual.
He'll do it. Didi gave himself the most curtain calls I've ever seen a player give himself.
Wow.
He did. I love Didi, but he was very quick to accept a curtain
Live
call.
it, baby.
I think he averaged like 2 a year.
That's pretty hot.
Is this a really odd Yankee season that, like, if you're a Yankees fan and you're not rooting for Didi and Dellin, like, I don't know. I feel like that's normally not the Yankee
they're
vibe.
in division.
I know, right?
Or whatever, not division, but.
Like, I guess when they're out there against us that first time, we're going to be like, okay.
We're rooting for them if we have the game locked.
Somebody tweeted, he's like, oh, man, it's going to really settle in when Didi's tweeting emojis about the Phillies.
He ain't tweeting emojis over there. He got sick of that here.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
That'll be interesting.
I think that was sour grapes with the Yankees a little bit.
Yeah. He
In
wasn't
60 games, win over Philadelphia. That's a layup.
He wasn't. I don't know.
That's a layup.
It kind of got. I think he's a man of new ideas.
Okay.
And once other teams started doing emojis after games and stuff like that,
Okay.
Didi was like, "That's."
I can see that with Didi.
I want to start a new thing.
Got to run out of emojis too, right?
Yeah, I was never really too into that. The only time I was into it was when they had Buck Showalter try to break it down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh man,
That was thinking.
I could watch that on repeat.
We should watch that.
What is that? A cat in a hat? That's a tortoise in a shell.
Buck Showalter.
The information about tonight's tweet. So Santa Claus, Buck, the emoji Santa Claus there, that's CC Sabathia. He went 6 strong. Do you know who that little machine-like character is right there?
No, Jack.
That's DJ LeMahieu. They call him the Machine.
Thank you.
How about the bird? You know what the bird is? Who else did a solo homer tonight?
I thought he was on the DL.
Who was?
Okay, thank you.
Edwin Encarnacion. How about the 2-run homer, the guy holding the gavel? What do you think that is?
Probably somebody from the judge side.
Yes, only one guy. Number 99. The bullpen was on fire, and you managed this guy, the wrench, to close it out.
The wrench? Where did that come from?
Just Mr. Fix-It coming in and cleaning up the mess.
Well, that should have gone to hell, couldn't it?
Well, if you had to describe Britain as I don't mean this in a bad way, a tool out of the tool chest, would it be a wrench? Would it be a hammer? Maybe it'd be a hammer.
It'd be a hammer. Trust me, a hammer.
But wait,
They didn't give him a good
what
clue,
was
though.
missing from that? I know you're loving this segment. What was missing from that?
I have no idea, Jack.
This is Didi's MO. He had a grand slam. Did you see any mention of Didi in the tweet?
That's nice.
He doesn't. Mr. Humility doesn't put
Now
himself in.
I'm on it. All right.
It's good.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Thank you to the emoji. Sheesh.
Is he back this season?
Give me more of that.
No one hired him.
Oh man.
So he might be back.
Yeah.
In the
They'll have him do something.
yeah.
They like him a lot.
That was good.
man.
Same.
It's like grandpa.
I haven't actually listened to that. We've been quoting
Yeah.
the thank you
Thank you.
since it happened. I haven't listened to that in a while. It's really good. Kudos to me for pulling up as fast as I could.
That was pretty good.
Everyone's impressed.
I don't know what you typed in for that.
JOMBOY Buck Showalter.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
It's an easy find.
That'll do it.
We are out of voicemails. Do you have them, BBD? Or should I just go to my Twitter?
Go to your Twitter and give it a once over, but I have a few ready to go.
Hit me.
Hit us with one.
Okay, most of these came from the Patreon chat.
Thank
All
you.
right.
That's a perk.
Nice.
Nice, Dave. Add.
All right. First one
Pinstripe
came from
strong.
William General. He's a new patron.
Get better, Chris McFly.
DJ LeMahieu over under 327, which was his average last year.
It's
DJ.
got to be 300.
It's got to be 300.
300's the number.
Yeah.
I think the
What was
Vegas
the Vegas?
327 is.
the Vegas number is 290.
Yeah, 327.
That's my.
I love Yankee fan cockiness, though. But it's if it's 327, I'm just not. The money's not there. I'm going under that.
Yeah, it's on there.
When you can have a fantastic 60-game season and still hit the under, that means your line's kind of wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
290 is a good.
I'd go over that.
Yeah, I'd
I
go
think he's
over
over
that.
300.
Yeah.
If you give me-
an honest baseline for him is 280 from the skill set we saw last year.
Mm-hmm.
But like I've been trying to warn Yankee fans for this for a while. Like replicating what he did last year doesn't just happen, man.
That's clutch.
This sport's brutal. Like, look at
He's so regimented though. It just makes you feel like it's just. everything will just duplicate. It just makes you feel that way.
I said this to Red Sox fans last year. After the year they won, I was like, they're going to take a step back because like Mookie can't do that again. Like, his season was incredible, and he's so talented, but to do that in back-to-back seasons is near impossible.
And you think your entire team is just going to just duplicate that insane average of 2 outs. Yeah. So it's a little difficult to do. And,
too,
it's hard.
But I don't. On Talking Baseball, Pinstripe Strong, Big Baby David's birthday, I picked DJ LeMahieu over 290 as a lock. Because I think he lands around 300 this year, but I think fans are still going to be tough on him, and it's like, baseball's hard, man. Yeah. And think about how many games, like it became a running joke with Kaster last year. It'd be like, 2 hits, 2 at-bats for LeMahieu, and it's just like, that's a little Sterling. But I don't know. That doesn't just happen, man. Like, he's good, but baseball's tough.
Yep. The other ones I see here. Do you have another one, Beauty?
I've got like 6.
Oh, throw them my way.
Go ahead.
Hit him.
Okay. Over under 1.5. This is from Jason Miller. On oops, I forgot about Corona high fives.
1.5?
I guess that we see on TV.
Per game.
Per inning. Like, per game, put it at 3. I mean.
North.
Yeah.
Big home run.
I said this on Talking Baseball.
That's going to be hard, man.
They don't really care.
It doesn't look like it.
They're if they don't have someone strictly enforcing that, it's just going to be a lot of couch infractions. Like the PGA Tour, when the guy calls in from his couch and like, that ball moved a hair blade when he did his practice swing. Like, if that's the only people policing this, the players.
Can they do elbows and stuff? Do we know?
I don't know. That's what
gotta
we do.
Be frowned upon, but
I mean, unless the Yankees make it a thing that they're going to have specific no hand, and they're consciously doing it.
I think they might.
You know, if they do something like that, you know how they like to do certain handshakes and
I think you're going to see ghost handshakes.
Theatrics.
Like, I saw 2 butt slaps yesterday in the inter-squad game.
Head slaps?
But
does that count as the hand?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is that, can we?
You ever seen a ghost handshake?
It's airborne. It's airborne anyway. You know what I mean? Like, haven't they said
I don't get it.
Yeah, whatever.
Which is why I don't understand the whole ball thing.
No, that's a joke.
That's weird. It's like, okay, we can't touch the same ball, but we could be in the same dugout.
Cole's going to be so mad at so many balls and then just spike them in the dirt. Oops.
It's not going to happen.
New ball, Blue.
I could still see Joe West saying, I already gave you a ball. It's like, nah, give me another one.
Man.
Joe West is going to cough on someone's ball. He's going to Karen people.
Justice Cubing in the chat. Over under 60 innings for J.A. Happ.
60? How many starts? I think he's making 10 starts. 6 innings a start would get you at 60. I have Happ actually making... That's a good line.
You've got a quick plug on Happer, too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I do have. I have a quick. If he's not there, but I think he's going to be there. I'm swimming in the J.A. Happ whippy sauce. I already sent the T-shirt idea to
Matt. Nice.
It's a great idea. I'm gonna go over. I'm buying in.
Have you seen that Whippy GIF? That's like if you type Whippy, it's like the only thing that comes up. It's it looks like Lady Gaga. Just
I don't
whispering
know.
it.
I uploaded.
I feel uncomfortable when I look at that.
I do too. I like
it. I don't think Happ when I see this. It doesn't look like Happ.
I do. You know? I do.
Wait. You got this one too.
Which one?
Is this Taylor Swift? It doesn't say the word. Well, okay.
I mean, the other one says.
I know, but this one's not bad.
That's okay.
I uploaded one to our
the one that says Whippy like makes you feel different.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just watched it. I uploaded a Happ Whippy GIF, so it should populate soon if we type in Happ Whippy, but it's not there yet.
Well, we're doing.
I'm gonna go under, and I hate it.
I mean, you're the biggest Jay. Have I overtaken you as the biggest Happ stan on the show?
I love Happ, and I think there is an actual chance he can be good. Like, people forget he's a pro, but we still do have the bullpen.
Yeah.
I mean, you have 2 bad starts, and then you miss a start, and I think you can be under 60 real easy.
Let me find his
Vesting
2018
option stuff. They probably manipulate that.
Oh, yeah, the start thing, too, and the contract.
Yeah.
Unless they want him back because they
Pro
think
rata.
it's a cheaper contract.
Yeah.
In this season, I think the only person that they're going to allow to go more than 5 like that would be Cole. Maybe Tanaka, but...
When he's feeling it, yeah,
and-
against the Rays.
Yeah, everybody else, it just feels like, you give me 5 good innings, man, we're going to bring in the pen with this year. I just see, every game means something. I see them utilizing the pen quite a bit. So
Yeah.
I'll have to take the under.
All right. What was his in 2018? He made 11 starts when he came over to the Yankees. In 2018. You used to know these numbers by heart, Jay.
J Happ stats.
You got these anymore in your repertoire? You used to know them by heart.
Is it a 2.7 ERA?
2.69.
2.69.
Wow.
I thought it was. I
Wow.
talked myself out of it. Damn it, BBD.
Wow.
Got to wink at me when it's a 6.9. There you go. Happy birthday. 11 starts for
11
J Happ.
starts, and he was awesome.
He was good. 58 innings.
63.
Okay.
So because of that information, I am now taking the under.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
55. What do you got there?
55's tight.
I think I see him
Over is such a peacock move
Such a
because that
dickhead
has me between 55 and 60 innings.
You can win both
Just very
sides of that.
specific.
So look, I put this GIF on the Giphy page, and soon, when you type J Happ, you should just get him cranking the whip.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's good.
Pretty good.
just show the people.
I think 55 is tight.
Yeah, I'm going under 60, and I won't set another line.
Yeah. Under 60.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
under. Yeah, unfortunately. He may still win
I
the
mean,
Cy Young.
he was our best pitcher in
Hand
2018 when he was doing that.
Hand touch Corona.
And touch Corona.
Like I think more importantly, J Happ could have a good year and throw under 60 innings pretty easily.
Yeah, that's what
Pretty easy.
So that's our line when
Yeah.
when they can have it. Yeah. All right, what's next, BBD?
We have 2 more. Connor Priester on Twitter sent this one in. Brett Gardner dugout bangs. Over under. He set the line at 1.5.
Under. I think he's out on it. I think he'll find the. I think it's you have to leave these things
In a
in the
previous year,
past. Otherwise, you're kind of like it's not organic anymore.
Right.
So I think Gardner's going to find something new.
Well, that's why I'm interested how the question was phrased. Dugout bangs.
If he's talking about the specific bat to the roof.
Did MLB tell him it's okay to do that this year? Didn't they tell him it's not okay to do that?
The umps got in a little
The
pissy fit.
the umps
Yeah.
thing, like,
It was Phil Cuzzy, was it? That did it back to him?
I'll take the over. I think he just gets like pissy one game and he lets 2 rip, just as like a memory.
I have 2 ironic overs where he's actually very happy. Like maybe he hits a home run and he does it like joyfully as a playful reminder to the angry times. And he's like, I'm a changed man. This is now my celebration.
I'm a changed man.
So I have the over.
Yeah, I was going to say 1.5, I think, is a good line. Because he does it at least once this year just to make Judge laugh.
To make the joke, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Boone did that, Joe's, when we were on the Skype with him.
Oh, yeah?
The moderators called out us to like, okay, you're up for the question. And Boone says, oh, boy. We don't have the GIF of it, but we weren't recording this. Did they send the video?
I think they might have. I might have it.
Okay, so we should make a GIF of that.
Okay.
Because that's how Boone greeted us on the call by doing the Brett Gardner Phantom Bang.
All right, so
Bang.
inside joke in the locker room.
Yeah.
I mean, 1.5 is not bad, right?
Not bad.
Yeah. That's let's go over.
That's
on
a
that.
good Super Bowl like prop bet.
Yeah.
Last one I've got here comes from Ben Gardy in the live chat. Over under 25 games started for Mike Talkman.
Under. That's way too high.
Yeah.
He's 5th in the outfield chart.
Yeah.
If I change it to games played, does
Over.
that change it?
Yes, over.
Interesting.
It's a good line, though, because,
He's fifth in the outfield depth chart.
Fourth. Did I say fifth? I meant, no, fourth. Fifth. Hicks, Stanton, Judge, Gardner. Talkman.
He can jump Gardy semi-easily.
Maybe. I think the better bet is that if you were to play the...
And then it's injuries.
Stanton said he's just DH.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Stanton DHing a lot. Let's be honest. One of Hicks, Stanton, and Judge is going to get hurt.
If Stanton is truly just DHing, which is what they've said, then over. This Talkman's next and Gardner's on the bench.
I was on Talkman before the regular full season. I'm going to be on him now.
Dude, unless Andujar beats him out for that outfield spot.
The thing is that I was on Talkman too until, now Hicks is back.
Yeah.
He's getting the time, man. And yeah, like you said earlier, Yankees love him. So they don't have a short leash on Hicks.
He plays defense. He sees pitches. Like, that's Yankees.
That's what they love, It's
that's Yankees outfield 101.
I see. There's some people that were really hurt by this season
Yankees
like
outfield.
this. Yeah, some people were really. Talkman is one of those guys that was really hurt by this this season.
He would have got like a full run for a little while.
Yeah, for a little while. He's really hurt. I don't think Andujar is as hurt as what Talkman. I think Talkman's more hurt than Andujar. Personally,
Clint got the most hurt.
Yeah. Oh, Clint also.
Clint was like the starting right fielder.
Yeah.
Now he's sixth string.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taxi squad.
I'm honest. Andujar over Clint in outfield depth.
Yes. Right now, yes. Foot thing, yes.
And Andujar caught a couple balls.
I think they would do the Yankee.
Andujar doesn't look bad in the outfield either.
They would do the Yankee every other day stuff until it sorted itself out.
Yeah. But yeah, Judge, Stanton, Hicks.
But they would also depending.
Gardy, Talkman, Andujar, Clint.
Damn.
And he was the starting right fielder, I think, out of spring training when Hicks, Judge, and Stanton. And he was Talkman, Gardy.
That's crazy.
Clint.
Andujar is so versatile.
And he got
That's what
hurt.
I love about him.
And he got hurt in the offseason.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's been a pretty brutal.
It is rough.
Clint's he's walking bad luck.
He was looking beefy.
That sucks, man.
He was looking beefy.
I thought Andujar beefed up a little too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I got to check out Papadou.
Trying to turn those doubles to go over the fence.
Remember all of those over-unders, and we will forget them tomorrow. And then in 60 days, we'll have you back on, or probably more than that.
We'll be reminded.
And we'll see how bad we did.
For the most part, let's hope we did well. Are there any?
I think Stan, if he goes over 20, I'll eat crow on that.
Yeah, I'll be happy with that. I
got no problem with that.
I think all the unders we took. Well, besides games played.
Yeah.
Where are the Yankees at? Over and under.
It's 30,
37, 38.
37 and a half, I believe, which is equivalent of 100 games.
I'm
taking the over. I'm hot on him.
He's hot.
Schedule got me giddy.
Yeah.
If the Blue Jays are out.
See, the good thing about the Blue Jays, it's like you don't see them until late. Until late in September.
I like that, Joez.
If they're out, then I feel like they're mentally out.
Because
if they're in, and they may have traded away some pieces by then. If they're in, I could see the Blue Jays being a pest.
Because they're young. First half of the season, they're going to believe no matter what.
Yeah.
Winning or losing.
Everybody except for the Orioles.
If we get them
and Marlins.
I like that.
I mean,
if they're good, that sucks.
By the time we get to the Blue Jays, they'll be so out of it that Ryu will be, visiting relatives in South Korea and catching up. You're like, I'm out. I opt out.
Yeah.
I opt out.
I'm going to go see my family.
I opt out as tribute.
Yeah. All right.
Hunger Games.
I think that's the end. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Thank you, Joez, for coming in and doing this with us. Go check out Joez on Pinstripe Strong with
Pinstripe Strong Podcast.
Keith and Chris. Have you guys, what days? I know you've been recording
McFlies.
On Mondays or
recently we've been waiting for certain news to drop so that we can just react to it right away. But we usually record on Sundays. So we'll record on Sundays and then this week we're probably going to record on Sunday because now we have baseball to talk about.
Yeah.
So yes.
Very excited.
That's been huge for baseball podcasts.
And baseball, content.
Yeah.
Go check them out on everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Twitter, Instagram, podcast apps, YouTube.
Twitch.
They're there.
Twitch. Just follow Pinstripe Strong all over the place, and then you're probably
everywhere.
Yeah, cool. All right, go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.